will be the gaps, the half marathon, the World Athletics Indoor Championships in Torun, Poland as well. So much to look forward to. Then, of course, will be Lifika International Relay, just to tease your appetite ahead of the World Athletic Relay Championships when Botswana welcomes the whole world.
Very, very true, Manelo. It is going to be a very, very packed season and the BAA. And also remembering that these athletes, or this series rather, they are in preparation for upcoming event, Balekajalohi Patalapata, to make good times, bad times, or qualifying times for the upcoming international events. Remember, we have the World Athletics Relay coming, the CAA Under 20 Regional Games in Mauritius, the CAA Senior Championships in Ghana, just to mention a few.
Just to mention a few, and of course, this is one race where you would have to wait for all men to finish the race there. Of course, bring it to a close, bring it to an end. There they are, the athletes, after some hard day at the office for some of these, and then we will be turning our attention to the ladies who are soon getting ready for their next race as well. There. So, all eyes will be on the race that's just about to start. We'll put you up to speed with the next race that's just about to start on the far end of the pitch there. The women getting ready for the next race. These guys have done their job, they've done their part. You can see he's trying to catch his breath. It's not been easy. It's been a difficult morning for most of these athletes, and they would have taken a lot of hard work to be here, and a lot of them really, they would know from here just how much they have to do in order to be up there with the stars. Not a very popular race in Botswana, the 5,000. I'm sure you would know a lot of the people here in Botswana would be accustomed to your 400 meters, your 800 meters, where Botswana seems to be doing very well in those races there.
100 meters under 20.
Definitely, Manelo. Lining up on the track, Gaborone, is the 5,000 meter under 20 and senior women, where we have the likes of Yarona Ramolele from BDF and Naiko and Tabeni from UBAC, Maitimelo Rozohosi from BDF, Diteko Pilwe from the Pico Athletics Club, Buiku from BDF, Gitiso Joseph, Ratang Lenyazo, Raone Batuing from BDF, and Lerato Mugima from Silbe Pico AC. Those are the women who are lining up for the 5,000 meter under 20 and senior.
Here they are. We await the officials really to give us a head start. Of course, here, runner number 59, Yarona Ramolele, as you're told, from BDF. Will be trying to headline this. Of course, there's Ratan Lenyas of BDF as well. A couple of them teammates from BDF. Really, it seems to be a huge war between BDF as well as is it Silibe Pico Athletics Club there. So we'll see exactly how this one will go. Now, remember, this kind of a race, Beatrice Shabbat, she holds the current world record with a time of 13 minutes 58.06, set Eugene, USA. Last year, of course, there's a Kenyan called Faith Kipinyon, who also broke the 5,000 meter record previously, and is a double Olympic champion. So much to look forward for. And then so many years ago, I'm sure, when Patina was still a toddler, Tirines Dibaba, an Ethiopian athlete, she won gold in 2008 in Beijing. Of course, the long distance track double there for Terina Shep Dibaba. So for Botswana, really not yet to birth a heroine in this type of a race, but then again, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Perhaps, who knows, one of these athletes here could rise to become that star that we are yearning and longing for as the women here begin to try their luck at the 5,000 meters. The officials are ready. We await the start of the race. 5,000 meters under 20 and senior women.
5,000 meters senior women.
Here they are. It's a long, long, long journey for some of these women. The pace setter there, you wonder whether she will be there through and through. We'll try and get with this Ratan Lenyaso as well as Khaone Batwing. Jostling for the upkeep of the race earlier on in the race to see how it's going to go. And you can clearly see BDF as well as Pique there. It's going to be a big battle, a huge one really. And in between, there's an athlete from UB, Naiko Ntambeni. She'll be hoping to ruffle a few feathers in this race so early on in the day. It's going to be a long day for athletes really. We are here until sunset, it must be said. So do your job, settle down, get it under the belt, and wait for others to see how it's done. So they will be hoping that they can open the day with a win. As we can see there, still leading the pack there, Khaoneba Twim of BDF. She will be the one of the oldest athletes on the track there, albeit probably the oldest would be Bukuso Baka of BDF, born in 1993, as well as Kitsiso Joseph of BDF 1992. So all the guys of BDF, they are slightly much more older than the other athletes, of course. With Lerato Mukima there, runner number 200, the youngest of the lot, as well as who Ramulele Ntambeni. So they'll be hoping to test the seniors there and see how it goes. Remember, it's a mix of the under 20 and senior women in this particular race. So here we go, and breathing heavily down on her neck there to try and say, you may be in charge, but beware of me. It does look like it's is it Bakata who? Yes, closely following behind her. Looks like it's Maitumelo Khosi. Maitumelo Khosi of BDF, and Batwing of BDF, they are teammates really, and taking the race a little bit, creating daylight between them and the chase and pack. So you could say there's some bit of war developing between the two there. So 10 more rounds to go, but you can see they are in control of the race. You can see how they are running, no struggles at all, easy, relaxed. And when you see the chase and pack, you begin to realize that they are struggling a little bit, but these two seems to be on a cruise mode, and they're just going through their paces.
Yeah, you can tell that the lactic haven't set yet on their muscles. They still look strong. And this is one of the races, Ramanelo, whereby you run, you lactate, and then your muscles refreshes again. So it's a long journey for the athletes.
And so, Khaone Batwing still leading the pack, and Khosi just slightly behind her, keeping a manageable distance should she want to go for attack there. And at the back there, it's a little bit of a struggle with the chase and pack. None of them seem to have a bit of energy to try and challenge the two. So clearly you can see that it's a little bit heavy on the part of the athletes here. And I can tell you, struggling there, way behind others at the back there would be they should also try and keep how far the trees and back are from and now clearly you can see the Batwing trying to create a little bit of a distance between herself and Khotswa Khosi Maitumelo. Maitumelo there trying to keep up with her. I can see how far relaxed she is there. In charge really, and slightly you can observe Khotswa Khosi is beginning to have some issues with her tank really.
Yeah.
They're running out of gas. You could clearly see there that Batwing is in control of this race.
Definitely. When you look at the gate cycle, the body format, the way it's running, it has now changed a bit slightly. Could this be the end? Could it be that
It's a very long way to go. 8 more rounds to go. They have slightly more than 6 minutes on the track, and they would have a little more of that time. I told you we'll try and get you the national record so far for 5,000, but I can tell you that in this race 5,000 meters not easy really, and the Kenyans are the champions of this. Ethiopia as well, they are in the mix as well. So you can clearly see the record set in the United States of America last year, set in Eugene by Beatrice Shabat, was 13 minutes 58 seconds .06, and we are still looking at 7 minutes and still 7 more rounds to go. So you can clearly see it will be slightly much more than the 13 minutes set here. So we still go, and the athletes still trying to get there. Here she is. She's in the lead. We'll very shortly try and see who's way at the back and just how far off she has others chasing behind her. But that's Khaone Batwing. Let's see those that are at the back there, struggling really, way behind, and trying to catch up. But I can tell you slowly, she was the pretender to the throne there, Khotswa Khosi. But the leader this time around, Batwing, strolling in control of this race. So they do have 6 more rounds to go. It's a very long way for some of these athletes. Here she is, Batwing. She'll be hoping to finish off, and I can tell you that the Botswana national record for 5,000 women set by Onneile Dintwe in February 6, 2009 in Durban, South Africa. Onneile Dintwe there clocking the time of 16 minutes 24 seconds .10. So let's just see how far of these women will be away from the 16 minutes to try and get closest to that. So we'll see exactly how it is. So everything really to run and fight for so early on in the morning, and I can tell you for sure there will be much more shorter races coming your way a little later today, and we will confirm for you huge stars in the house today. So you can sit down and relax, get your drinks, put them closest to you, and enjoy your day really at your home, in the comfort of your home, wherever you are, whether you are traveling. Log on onto the BWA Track and Field Series page there and enjoy the races. And of course, if you are watching Botswana television, we're coming live to you from the city of Francistown. You can enjoy the day today. We'll be giving you very shortly the program for the day, how these races are going to be coming, so that you can have a proper plan of how you are going to be viewing the races today. 5 more runs to go. When you run quickly to the clock on the pitch, it will tell you we have gone 11 minutes so far. With 5 more runs to go, we are very far from the 13 minutes set by the Ethiopian lady and the 16 minutes set by Dintwe in Durban some time ago. And so you were hoping that Maiko Ntabeni of UB will try and make a challenge.
Well, being the youngest in the race, when Nelson, there was a bit of a less expectation on her, and also I want to believe that as just one of his newest seasons, so it's still growing. We'll still be looking forward to see what she brings to the whole athletics fraternity in general.
Now, let me tease your appetite. If you are a lover of short races, I can tell you immediately after this race here, we shall be shooting straight to the 100 meters for you to tease your appetite. And I can tell you who is who in the house here. So many of them in the 100 meters. Who will be the fastest man today? Who will be the fastest woman today? Coming your way very shortly. So don't go anywhere. Immediately after this race, we bring you the 100-meter series. Really, we have gone 12 minutes, as you can see in your clock there. And I told you, in this particular race, the 5,000 meters, the world record is kept by Oneiledin Twe as a national record for Botswana. 16 minutes 24 seconds really held. That was clocked in February 6, 2009 in Durban, some long time ago. Who can crack this 16 minutes? Patrina, you look at the time, 13 minutes, 3 more runs to go. Can this woman come closer and closer to the 16 minutes?
Batwing le Gaone.
You doubt?
She seemed to be a bit far.
Alrighty, that's for her. It's a long journey. It's early on in the season for most of these athletes. Really, some are just beginning their season, so they'll be hoping to use this in order to try and get better times. There will be Series 3 or 4, and of course Series 4 as well. So much to look forward to by most of these athletes, really. But when you look at the time there, you look at 14 minutes, 3 more runs to go. So far away from the 16 minutes set by Dintwe.
Yeah, it's like 800 meters left for Batwe and Gaone, and with only less than 2 minutes to beat the national record holder.
The good thing about athletics is that sometimes there's always something to win. There's always a prize for the athletes. Because even if you don't get the position one, sometimes the time that you post sometimes is your personal best or your season's best. So there's always something to look forward to really in a race. So it's not always about coming number one, because we don't know how far off you are in your season. So for some others, really something to start with, to say, okay, here's where I am. This is what I need to do. So always something really to take home from any race that you go into.
Definitely, in athletics, it's an individual sport. You compete with yourself. You beat the time that you made on your previous race, Ramanelo, and it's a very very unique sport, I may say. And you don't blame anyone. You don't really blame anyone for this one, and I think that's why I love athletics so much.
And so there will be none to blame. You can see here lapping the other athlete there. You can see just how serious and how much more prepared she has been on this for this particular race. However, doing runner number 45, and her closest runner in this particular instance would be Maitumelo Khosi. And some of these athletes really still have a long way to go. And you can see now she's going for the last lap there. There is the bell for Haone Batuing. We're gone already beyond the 16 minutes really set by Dinto there. However, I'm sure she'll be quite happy to be slightly closest to that time there. And I told you about Beatrice Shabat. She is the current world record holder with a time of 13 minutes 58.06 set in Eugene, USA last year. And there's been also Faith Kipyegon of Kenya, who broke the record previously in a double Olympic as a double Olympic champion. There's also Gudaf Segei of Ethiopia, 14. There's also Mesarat Dafa of Ethiopia as well in 2012. And who, of course, can forget Vivian Cheriot, a Kenyan athlete who won gold in the 2016 Rio de Janeiro Olympics. And here's the champion, here's the lady. Look at how strong she's finishing at the finishing line there, going for a finish. There she is, Haone Batuing. She will finish, and immediately we will get that time. There she is, and
It's 17 minutes.
17.23. And she'll get a little rose on this Valentine from the young man there. He's doing better than most men, giving out flowers on this day. Better than my director, the Chimiza. The young man giving out flowers for the ladies there on this Valentine. There's the time that she's posted, 17.23, slightly outside that 16 minutes that we were talking about. And it's a race where we would wait, if we have to, all day for these ladies to finish. The youngsters as well today from the BDF team. And here comes another runner. She'll be very happy that she's also finished. You can see that she's also using her own time there to see just how far off she's done. And we'll be looking at all these runners as they come for a finish. Another of the BDF team coming to finish off there. Is it Viku Sobaka? Another of the older athletes, Bitumelo Baka. And trying to finish off.
Next time race, you are going to have 100 meters. 100 meters.
And so we still wait for some of the athletes to complete the race. And on the race coming here for a finish is she will be trying to see just how far off she will be. Trying to finish off. And it does look like it's is it Mukima And behind Mukima will be, she still has a lap to go. Is it Yarona Ramulele, who has got quite some running to do? There she is. And for athletics, really, for the motto is that finish what you start. Always strive to finish what you start. And if you can do that, it's a tick. Then you can then get to the next level. How much time am I taking to do this? And so you can take it from there. They always want to finish what they've started. You don't want to see an athlete going off the track before they can complete the race. This is the race for 5,000 meters under 20 and senior women. And you can see on the track there, athlete Yarona Ramulele of a BDF. One of the youngsters today. There she is. And she'll be coming to finish off. And she'll be the last of the race. There she is. She'll be quite happy that she's been able to finish off the 5,000 meters. Some of these athletes are new entrants in this particular race, so she'll be testing the waters, so to speak, really, to see if this indeed could be her race. And so she will know from here, really, areas where she would have to work on from here onwards, really. Starting point for most of our athletes, so she'll be happy that she was able to complete the race. And so we await the start of the 100 meters, but perhaps maybe a couple of athletes to speak to, a couple of interviews to do, to try and get the day ahead for you, started for you today. And that was the start of the day today with the 5,000 meters. So down and dusted, really. And now I can tell you, the ladies have been called to the starting area, 400 meters, and we are going to start with the under 18 women, 400 meters. That which you've been waiting for most people really today. I can tell you that we will have heat one of 4. Heat one of 4 of the athletes. Heat one of 4. So you can see. Let's give you who's here for this particular race. We have 7 of them who are here, and it does look like there will be one that's missing from that list on lane number 4, and they had lined up Tebogo. Is it from Ramos Athletics Club? Maybe they've not made their way here. So let's turn our attention now to the athletes and tell you who's here for this particular race. 7 of the best on this heat number 1. So Patrina, we do have Mosamoatse and Katleho from Hansi. There's Angel Twafalo. There's Atlanke Bopesu, who should have been here but is not here. There's a Future Mukutenyana from Joaning. Gloria Makamane, as well as Angelique Oralese of Lions Den, and Angela Kolebukhile, to look forward to under 18 women. What is that? for today?
Definitely, Manelo. I'm quite impressed about the clubs or the representatives, or rather the schools that are here. We have Khosimpi Junior Secondary School, Lions Den, Maung Track and Field, JAC, Ramotswa, Lions Den, Khanzi, and Nate. And I'm quite impressed on the Khosimpi Junior Secondary School. It seems like even sports is currently halted in schools. They continue doing the work. The teachers or the coaches there who are continue, grooming these young athletes that we have.
Good to see. Now let's zoom in into these athletes. We present to you these youngsters who probably you may get to hear a lot of them in the future. You are privileged to see them for the very first time this year. Here we go. Let's go to the first athlete. We give you athlete there on lane number 1751, the runner there, Mosa Moatsi. She'll be running on lane 1. She is coming from a position where they want to see. And now on lane 2, Katlego Kau from Khansi. As you can hear, a lot of these are coming from Khansi Senior and all of these other schools. And now we have Angel Klafalo of the Lions. Then here she is, Moatsi, the 751. And here's the lady from Khansi, runner number 126. She'll be hoping to impress those that are at Khansi. Wherever you are watching, we're coming live to you from Francistown. You can see nerves there for her. These are young athletes really hoping to have a mark. Runner number 295, Angel Klafalo of the Lions there. And of course, the runner in your picture there will be Future Mukutenya of Joining Athletics Club, runner number 659 from Joining Athletics Club. And of course, we move on to lane number 6. And on lane number 6, we find Gloria Makamane. Makamane from which club?
From Morocco Athletics Club.
From Morocco Athletics Club. They are here in the house. Runner number 612. She's in the house, okay. And then, of course, we complete with runner 291, Angelique Oralesi of the Lions then, and running on the outer lane on lane number 8, Angela Kolebukhile of Khosimpi. Patrina was just telling you a while ago about the programs running on at the school. Kudos to some of the teachers. We have decided to continue anyway with the programs as we await 100 meters under 18 heat number 1. 800 meters. And off we go. And
technical errors.
Looks like it's a faulty start. And you would always, if there's a problem all the time, you'd always hope it's a faulty start and not a fault. Because you don't want to see an athlete preparing for such a long period for this event and then only to be disqualified. So it does look like the glitch will be with the officials and the machines, and the athletes will be hoping it's not their fault. They will go into their machines and see where the fault could be, but you can clearly see with the under 18 how they are. With the seniors, they will be all over the place really, gearing up for this particular race, but you can see nerves, but that's understandable because these are young athletes under 18. For some of them really it's a huge experience for them. This is the beginning of their career. We look at the official there to see what message he has for the athletes. There's somebody in trouble, is there?
I'm hoping it was a technical error, or maybe they're being given a warning.
And so he's talking to them. And he's not talking to anybody in particular, which is good to see. That they will have a chance. It's a warning for everyone.
It's a warning for everyone.
And so we go again. 100 meters under 18. Hit 1 of 4. And here we go. This time around, you are good to go, really. It does look like it will be Angel Trafalgar there to take this one. But however, right on the brim there is Mosamwatsi. What a race there. There she is.
13.18 unofficial time. That was 100 meters
Nate.
under 18.
Team Nate. There she is. Runner number 751, really. With a time of 13:18. The time of 13:18.
13:18 for Mosa Moatsi from Nate Athletics Club.
There she is. And the beginning of the 100 meters. Have a look at how they would have started. Patrina here. Very important in this race to have a good start. Although the advantage was with her on lane number 3 there. You would have expected Angel there to take it, but look at where she's strong. She had a strong finish there, Moase. Team Nate there, have a look at how they finished here, really. Clearly on the lead with a just early deep for her. Good run.
Beautiful stride indeed. You can tell the coaching is done well. The coaching is done perfectly. Looking at the format, the way she ran from the blocks indeed.
And so there it goes. We now turn our attention to heat 2 of 4. Now, let's introduce to you the athletes for 100 meters under 18 women. Heat number 2 of 4. There will be just 5 of them. There will be just 5 of them. There she is, Letsile Babedi of BDF. She'll be hoping to make a mark here. And we turn our attention to this runner, 662, Katlo Mosola, on lane number 5 of Joining Athletics Club. And then there's also Lone Ditaola of Kalahadi, and there's Latoya Tiamo of Khosimpi and Kumo Matebo of Jane. Off we go. And it does look like it will be Kumo Matebo who is having a slightly, but then of course it will be slightly on lane number 2 there. Is it Letsile Babedi of BDF who will take this one with a time of 13.30.
Women under 18 weight 3.
Have a look at just how easy it was for her. Letsile Babedi of BDF. Almost by herself there, really. Daylight between her and the Shades and Pack.
It was a good one indeed for her. Remember, these athletes are trying to make their way to the provisional list for the World Athletics Relay that are going to be hosting the list of which was just released weeks ago, and Sansabanza Ibatala Pata to see who's going to be knocked out and who's going to be going in and out.
They'll be hoping to stake a claim on that list. And as Botswana welcomes the whole world, they want to be part of it as well. And they would have to do that by posting good times here. And each time everybody gets an opportunity, they are hoping to raise their hands up and be part of that as well. So here we go for heat number 3 of 4. And this time around, we only have 5 athletes here for this particular race. We go straight away, and it does look like it's Is it Regina Rapeko? And off we go. Somebody has had a very good start. Can she maintain that? Started off very well, really, off the blocks, really. And she keeps it up. There she is. Had a very good start, really. It must be said. Other athletes really struggled there, but no issues for Mapaseka Motladile of Ramos Athletics Club. There she is. Rose on this Valentine's Day for Mapaseka there. She had a good start, Patrina, it must be said, really. As we look here, have a look at how quick she was off the blocks, really. And no looking back for her from here. With almost a scare on the runner there on lane 1, really. Almost they're giving her a problem there. But you can see how strongly she's finishing towards the end there. Mapaseka. No qualms, no issues really. Daylight between her and the competitor there. Titumpane was at Promise. And now we close the under 1800 meters with a heat 4 of 4. And there are only 4 of them. Let's quickly turn our attention to them really. There will be 6 of them rather. There is on lane 1 there. If you can try and zoom in very quickly there. It does look like, is it Sepan Senyemba? Senyemba of Khansi. And then next to her is Sebahara Lesha of Joning. And then there's Thelma Moka. Is that Ngojani or what?
It's Nanohan.
Nanohan Junior Secondary School in Gaborone. And off they go. And there's the Sebahara Lesha there, who seems to have had a very good start, really. Can see had a very good start there. Sebahara Lesha of Joining Athletics Club. Good to see runners such as Talma Moka from Nanohan JSS there. We've also talked about Khusimpi as well in the mixed as well, but here she is. Sebahara Lesha. Look at the young man there giving a rose to the lady. He's doing much better than most men, I should say, that I came with for work this morning. Here she is. Have a look. Have a look at how she's running the run on lane 1 there. Sapan Senyemba. Showing them a pair of heels, really. And always in control. Proper technique as well for a short distance runner.
Yeah, she's one of the junior national team athletes that we have who represent us in international competitions. Remember we were with her at Angola last year, and she was doing great as well.
Showing a bit of experience. We turn our attention now to the next category. It will be under 20 women. 100 meters, heat 1. Heat 1 of 3. Now, let's turn our attention to the athletes here. There are 5 of them. If we are hoping to very quickly go at them and see who is here. And I can tell you there will be Abigail Milano Chihing of Morama. There's Khomukumo Abaleng. There's Boaho Ellen Sibifelo. There's Hokuntle Chaloba. There's Kaone Konyana. And then there's Keseho Masukwani here for under 20 women, 100 meters, heat 1 of 3. And a lot of these youngsters would be doing a lot of practice without the starting blocks. Can see how disadvantaged the runner there was. And clearly, this one, you can see showing daylight really.
Ooh,
Quite a
That's a tall.
huge. Had a very good start. She had a very good start really. And starting, what a run there for Kiseho Masokwane of the Lions then really. What a run. And the young men there quite happy to give out their flowers on this Valentine's Day.
13.
Masokwane, what a run. Look at that. Right from the beginning there. Look at that. The first 50 meters she was already very clear. You would have thought she would be having some competition on the run on lane 2 there. Who was Abigail Milano Gouta Shehing of Morocco. But have a look at her and the next runner there. Beautiful stuff. And Abaleng Khomukumo of Jack joining Athletics Club, failing to provide some challenge. Now we go to heat number 2 of the athletes, and I can tell you we've got only 3 of them. Maybe we can zoom in very quickly on the athletes and see who's here. It will be we are trying to see who's here. It does look like it's Lelentle Setabo. And then there's also Naiko Ntabeni. And there's on the outer lane there. Is it Precious Rapi? 3 of them there. So for heat number 2, really, it is Lelentle Setabo, Naiko Ntabeni, Precious Raapi of Joining Athletics Club. And here we go. Precious Raapi having a very good start, but there will be Ntabeni who will have some serious questions to question the trio. And she takes it. She takes it. Naiko Ntabeni of UB Athletics Club. She'll get a rose as well from the young man. There she is, Naiko Ntabeni. Have a look. Did she have a good start? Yes, she did. But you would have thought Precious was in the reckoning. But Naiko just too strong there. Can see clearly that there's a little bit of more gas with her really here. You can see. Impressed are you with them?
Their start was a bit slow, one could say, and the timing it's not quite promising. But it's a season opener for many of them, so looking ahead to see what they're bringing in this season.
Okay, we turn to heat 3 of 3, and I can tell you we've got 4 athletes this time around. We do have Luba Komocho of Francistown Athletics Club. She's home. And then you have Lame Muribame of Matseke Hill. And then close to Lame, you do have Wedu Matiwe of Lions Den, and completing the lineup would be Wame Kiriling from Ramoswa. There she is with her back to the camera on the outer lane. Wame, is it Wame or Ratan Tebogo? It does look like it's Wame Tebogo, is it? Ratan Tebogo rather. It does look like it's Ratan Tebogo. So, for heat number 3, it's Luba Komoso of Francistown, Lame Muribami of Seke Hill, Wedu, as well as Aratan Tebogo of Training Athletics Club. And off we go. It's a good start, really, by Wedu Matiwe. She will easily win this one, Matiwe. With a very good run, really, with a time of 13.01. It's slightly a good time. There she is. Wedu Matiwe of the Lions then. And she will smile and be happy. And you can see an athlete in the making, really. So much to work on, so much hope, so much promise. I'm sure she's quite happy with the progress she's making. Have a look at that run.
And definitely, it was a good start for her. Looking into how also Luba Khomotso of FAC, it was quite a gap though.
She was always in control, really. A good run by Wedu Matiwe. So there you go. That's another name to look forward to. The stars are born today, and I'm glad you are part of it as well. Have a look at this, really. On the lady on running there, Wedu on lane 4. Matiwe, really. Have a look at that, really. There was a chance for Luba Khomoso on the inner lane there, running on her turf in Francistown, really. But Matiwe will have none of it. The Lions there, an athletics club there, the police club in Onse. Look at how strong she is with her finish there. Have a look at that, really. What a strong finish by Matiwe there. Always in control. Good finish with a time of 13.01 as well, really. It's a good time as well for her. As we now turn our attention to heat number 1. We are now turning our attention to senior women. Now these are the big girls now, and there's no playing here. These are the big girls, and we can try and zoom in. There is who's here? I think we have Natasha Shangu Ezaya of New Era. We also have Amanda Mokobi of Lions Den. You do have Amushilani Muzila, another name to look forward to, really, of the UB Athletics Club. And just next to her is Anele Musimanakape of the Lions Den, really. What a race to look forward to. And so, 4 of the best. 4 of the best. Natasha, Amanda, Amushelani, Anele. It's close, very close. But I can tell you, easy win for, is it Amanda? Taking this one, the Lions then, I think they have done good preparation, really. Amanda Mokobi of the Lions then, really getting this one. And they've been quite impressive, really, Lions then.
Definitely.
Your impression of the race?
It's a good start for Amanda Mokobi, and it's going to be a very long season. Remember, we have the Commonwealth upcoming, we have the World Athletics Relay, we have the CAA Senior at Ghana, Accra. So we're looking forward to see how her season will, unfold going forward. And up next, lining up for Heat 2, we can see they're still preparing their blocks. And on lane 1, we have Katlego Mutudi from LDAC and Katlego Sam from Nate Athletics Club on lane 2. And lane 3 lining up is Kisukile Romapa from Khansi Athletics Club and Kelebonye Otela from Moroka Athletics Club and Nancy Buzani from Lions Den Athletics Club. Kumo Rawanakala also on the lineup from UBAC alongside Lame Tebogo Mudimo and Leti Sotero from Moroka Athletics Club. But it's a quite a good one looking at the fact that Nancy Buzani and Kumo Rawanakala.
And I can tell you, you can look forward to the bullish Nancy Buzani on lane number 5 there, runner number 317. There she is. What can she give this time around? There's also Katlego Sam from Nate, but look forward to the runner on lane number 5, Nancy Buzani. She's back. She's back with a bang. She was quite out for some time. Can she be able to take this one? Nancy Buzani on lane number 5. There she is. What a good start by her. Look at how strong she's finishing there. Nancy Buzani takes this one. She's back. Nancy is back. I'm sure she'll be quite happy. There she is. She's back, Patrina.
An official time of 11:91. It's a big one for her. And really looking forward to see how her season unfolds. I remember she's also in the provisional list, and also on the hit there was Kumaranakala, who's also on the provisional list for the upcoming World Athletics Relays. We're looking forward to see if at all she's been knocked off because she seemed a bit.
Have a look at that. And a good start. You would have thought on lane 2 there that Katlego Sam would have had it, but have a look at Nancy Buzani there of Lions Den with a very strong finish there. Have a look at this, really good to watch. Good on the eye, beautiful as she completes that race. Really, what a race we've just seen here, with a very good time as well that she was able to clock, really, as we turn our attention to heat number 3. Heat 3, what are the names to look forward to here? Perhaps you can look forward to
Lungo Matlaku on lane 2 and Maitumelo Siromola on lane 3. It's quite a good hit. It's quite a hectic one, I may say. And
let's try and zoom in into these athletes, really. We present to you these athletes, really. You got to look at them, but is that Lungo Matlaku there? What a lineup I can tell you about Lungo Matlaku. She's in the house. There will be Maitumelo Sirumola. There will be Kesero Nonokare. There she is. Runner number 681. Lungo Matlaku. She's in a good, she's in fine form, really, it must be said. What can they do? There's also, is it Pel Khotlani there? Let's look forward to this and see what's going to happen here. Lungo Matlaku, as well as Kibusamang. Off they go. There was a good start by somebody on this outer lane, but Lungo quickly taking control of this race, really. Look at how she's able to finish there. 12.19, slightly slower than the Buzanis of this world. 681 Lungo. She's taken the first position, but I'm sure she will not be quite happy with the time that she's posted. But something really to work on to Lungo Matlaku there.
And also just to mention, Nancy Buzani wasn't in the provisional team list for 100-meter women and for the upcoming World Athletics Relays, which means that
she's forcing her way. She's forcing her way into that lineup, really. Have a look at Lungo there. Perhaps the heat slightly the slower of the other heat. Sometimes it also helps that there's a stiff competition, but you can see the daylight between here and the chase and pick, but the time was slightly slower than that of a heat number 2 there. And so we now turn our attention to heat number 4. We turn our attention to heat number 4, and of course, yeah, proud of our sponsors If you are here at the stadium this afternoon for free Wi-Fi to chat with those at home there's Boffinet right around the stadium here. And of course, Mascom and Clover, number one, because of you in the house as well. Of course, we do have my spa, my Botswana, on this Valentine's Day, taking care of the girls with the flowers this afternoon. But ladies and gentlemen, I want you, star management as well in the house, but ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to this starting list. Have a look at the runner on that lane there. Is it Sam Kelison Debele? Something to look forward to. Sesame Peggy as well as Tabiso Stephen. They are in the house. There's also Teo Ketso Kiwarapetsi and Warona Tony Sani. What a race. Here we go. What a race. There she is. Sam Kelison Debele. Sam Kelison Debele. She didn't have quite a good start, but she takes this one quite easily. Sam Kelison Debele. And I can tell you, the young men there running towards Sam Keliso to try and provide some Valentine gift with love and pride from my spa, my Botswana, the star management. And there he is, the young lady. Oh yeah, there she is. Sam Kelison Debele. What a race. Very proud of what she has done. And she'll be quite happy with the race. I'm not too sure if she'll be content with the time. Didn't quite have a good start, but oh goodness me. That blistering pace towards the finish there. Always in control of the race, really. No danger whatsoever. Daylight between her and the chasing pack.
Get the gap.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Keliso Ndebele
From Moroka.
Track and Field Club. And she'll be quite happy with that. So far, this is what we've been able to give you for the 100 meters. Proudly brought to you by Star Management. There's also Star Management for the flowers, really. My apologies there. Star Management for the Valentine gifts. There's Mascom and Clover. And of course, for your free communication, Boffinet, to take care of you tonight. So, thank you so much. So far we've seen what we've seen. Stars are born. Your impression so far in the 100 meters. Names to look forward to. We've seen the likes of Lorna Makaku. We've seen the likes of Nancy Buzani. And we've also seen the likes of Muchelani Muzila and others there.
Nancy Buzani quite had a good season opener for 100 meters. And it's the one that I'm really looking forward to see how her season will, unfold to be. And it's obvious that she's going to be making the World Athletics Relays team list for Botswana. Perhaps we're going to see her on the 4x1 women relay. We don't know. Still a long journey for, athletes.
All right, we go for a quick break and we'll be back very, very, very shortly.
What's new from Clover? Try the new Clover yogurt. Smooth and creamy, packed with calcium, zinc, 7 vitamins, plus all the protein needed to make it a real yogurt. If it says it's a yogurt, it's the real deal. Clover, made with love. What's new from Clover? Silky smooth and irresistibly creamy. Delicious Clover butter spread. All the goodness of butter, more spreadable and unbeatable value. Try it. Your family will love it. Clover, made with love.
Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix.
What's new from Clover? Silky smooth and irresistibly creamy. Delicious Clover butter spread. All the goodness of butter, more spreadable and unbeatable value. Try it. Your family will love it. Clover, made with love.
Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix.
What's new from Clover? Try the new Clover yogurt. Smooth and creamy, packed with calcium, zinc, 7 vitamins, plus all the protein needed to make it a real yogurt. If it says it's a yogurt, it's the real deal. Clover, made with love. What's new from Clover? Try the new Clover yogurt. Smooth and creamy, packed with calcium, zinc, 7 vitamins, plus all the protein needed to make it a real yogurt. If it says it's a yogurt, it's the real deal. Clover, made with love. What's new from Clover? Try the new Clover yogurt. Smooth and creamy, packed with calcium, zinc, 7 vitamins, plus all the protein needed to make it a real yogurt. If it says it's a yogurt, it's the real deal. Clover, made with love. What's new from Clover?
Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix.
2 Mr. Stata, please.
Cam. I cannot signal out. This line, your monitor. So what do you have? I get the pictures and I get sooner. I wanna sit in. There we go with the 100-meter senior man, and of course it will be the runner on lane. Is it the runner on lane 6 who takes it? This one. And 11.88 really. It's slowest time, isn't it? If you have to look at how the Nancy's of this world would have posted better times, so probably not quite a good start that we are looking forward to for the under 18 men 400 meters.
But looking at the fact that they're still juniors, it's not that bad. They're still growing to them to be the next Letsile.
And so plenty of time for them to work on that time, really. Trying to chalk off a few seconds of it. And that was heat number 1. We turn our attention now to heat number 2. Heat 2. We do have only 5 athletes. And does look like it's Gift Dingalo, Elisha Motswetla, Busan Seabe, and Botlaleseretse, Aiden and Sebele Kinele, both men coming from Khansi. And there's Letsile Andre Mosalahai of Seroa Athletics Club. Or rather, Angela is not in the house. It does look like it's Gifting Alo of Ramotsa, Elijah Motswetla, and Busan Sabe, and the 2 gentlemen from Khansi, Botlale Sarat, as well as Aiden Nsebele Keneilwe for heat number 2, under 18 men, 100 meters. We await the start. And there will be trouble for the man on lane 8. Huge trouble coming for him for this fall. He's guilty of this false start.
Elisha Moswetla from FIFA.
He'll be in big trouble. I don't know whether but they would have to wait for the referees to tell them who's at fault. But I think he's gone. Not a pleasant sight, really, for athletes. You would know they would have prepared so much for this race, only to be there. He is. It's a red card for him, and so he will not be part of this race going forward.
Gift Dingalo
Disappointing.
from Ramotso Athletics Club. It's so unfortunate for Gift Dingalo of Ramotso Athletics Club at this moment.
Yes, Mr. Dingalo, terminology to learn for the athletics. If it's the fault of an athlete, it will be regarded as a false start. And if it's as a result of a glitch in the machines or the starter, whatever the case be, it's a faulty start. And off he goes, Elijah Moswetla, challenged by the man from Khansi there. He's done very well there. He's done very well, Botlale, and he will win this one. So please him for a club like Khansi. Previously, in the last series, they were having issues with the starting blocks, and you could see now coming back they've really done their homework. A lot of their athletes were disqualified from that starting point. Very good to see when a club has issues with certain things and they come back and you realize they've attended to such issues. So well done to all the Khansi Athletics Club there. Good to see.
And lining up for hit 3 of the under 1800 meter men, we have Junior Khodiram from JAC, Kabo Bimbo from Khansi, Karo Sankwasa from Madinari, and Letsile Mobita from BDFAC.
4 athletes, and as Patrina has alluded to, it's hit number 3. And there's the little man there.
They look so young.
The little man there from joining athletics club. They will look at him and feel like they can push him over. I can tell you they should do that at their own peril, really. Dynamite comes in small packages. He could just be the surprise for this package, really. Mr. Rudirwang, together with Kaho Sankwasa. And who's the other man? And the other man there would be is it Letsile Mobita of BDF? There we go. Pay your attention to the little man there on the inner lane. He will have a big heart, a huge heart. He will have to work twice more harder than the guys. And you can see that he's a little bit uncomfortable with the starting block. But this is the beginning for most athletes, really. You see, and
I wonder what may have went wrong this time around.
it does. Is it a faulty start? It does look like it's a faulty start. If you zoom into the young man there on the inner lane, he's the smallest of them all, but I can tell you he's carrying a huge heart, and he's a very brave young man. And you can see they're trying to talk. He's having issues with the starting block, as is the case with many beginners in this particular race. He would have preferred not to use the starting blocks.
Yeah.
It is what it is, though. He will have to do with that. And it means that with his practice now, they will have to use it more often for him to get used to that.
I wonder if he had measured the right size for his, for his foot.
That's another thing as well. It's for the coaches to work on.
Because he was a bit slow when starting.
Yes, a little bit uncomfortable really with the starting blocks. The more you get used to it, the more it helps. You should remember that a lot of these youngsters really coming from our junior schools, they're just starting. So much potential really and so much to work on. Have a look, but it is this man on the outer lane who seems to run with it really, and he easily wins this one. And so here we go with him there, Letsile Mobita of BDF. He takes this one and he will get some congratulations from the teammates. Have a look at how on lane 1 there he would have started there, the young man there, Junior, and having issues with the starting. You can see by this time everybody's almost gone, and that will be something for him to work on really. It's to be a good start for him, something to work on. But have a look at Mobita here, flying, the man from the BDF club, winning this one. And so we are back again, and I can tell you with pride from MESCOM Number one, because of you. And we do have Clover. Clover. And Star Management on this Valentine's Day for your flowers, really. And Boffinet for your easier communication. Proud sponsors of today's events.
All right, lining up for the heat 4, still in the 100 meter under 18 men. We have on lane 1 Bote Mapane from Tima, and Khotatso Jacob from Mount Track and Field, Lamudimo Meli Marua Tona from Silvi Pico Athletics Club. We also have Leatile Molapisi from Francistown AC, Letso Sejant from Khanti, and Lusika Khosi Itzile from Orapa Athletics Club, alongside Mudise Mwatudi from Silibe Pigwe.
And if you are new into athletics in Botswana, you'll recall that the record for men's 100 meters stands at 9.86 seconds, set by the one and only Letsile Tebogo. On August 4, 2024, the current champ as we speak. So these guys will be trying to come closest to that time. Here we go. And it does look like the man from Khanti who is trying, but it is that lane 1, I think, who will try and steal this one on lane 1. Is it Mapane Botle? Had a good run though. 11.52. 11.52 really. Are you impressed with the time?
It's quite a good time for the athlete and also for the academy. Remember, Tima is one of the new kids on the block we have, and it seems like they're doing a great job there by Tima. And
there they go, the youngsters. They will look at Letsile Tebogo's time and they'll be inspired to know not so much to chalk off from that 9 seconds if you're at 11. So much work to do really, but again promising, as we say, for them, because these are just upcoming athletes developing. It takes a bit of time really to fine tune that time and chalk off a few seconds of that time, really not easy.
definitely, they're still young, they're still growing. And so let's go. Moving on to heat 5 for the 100 meter under 18 still. We have the likes of Pakiso Lekhalamang from Nanokan JSS, and also Sarona Mokhausile from JAC, and Tefo Selelo from Boto University, Tabam Monyamane from Francistown AC. Quite an interesting hit.
There he goes there. It's a bit of assurance there from Raymond Seudubeng, hoping to cause an upset here.
I love the confidence from the block.
Oh yeah. And alongside him Olebogeng Lopopo. Here we go. 100 meters. Is it under 18 men? Heat number 5. And there seems to be an issue with the starting blocks as they speak to, is it Tabam Monyamane of Francistown Athletics Club? He's home. He's home. It's pleasing to look at. Is it Pakisola Khalamang of Nanokan CGSS? And or he's not here now, or they're not here. On lane 4, missing. Should have been here. There's Raymond, of course, Sudubeng. And Pakiso Lakhalamang missing. And as I said,
They seem to be fast on the blocks.
is it a false start?
It's a false start, definitely. It's a false start for
Let's look at the slow-mo to see who would have been at fault here as they await their fate. But they know in their heart, they know as we not quite conclusive here, is it?
Definitely, yeah. It's a poor start for.
But there it is. It's a man who we had thought would be taking this one. Raymond Su Dubeng was the first to go up, really. Very frustrating for athletes when you have done so much preparation, really, and it flies off the window just like that. I can see the and he's off, and Sarona Mokhaosele Tefoselelo Taba Munyamane, and who will take this one as we wait for the start of heat number 5, 100 meters under 18 men.
It's a very packed season with a lot of international competitions when Nelson. So it's a very, very important to minimize the false start, in races like this one, because they are trying to make their mark.
Olebogen Lebopo, Sarona, Tefo, Tabang. Off we go. And it is a very good start and a very good finish on him. Very good start. Is it Sarona Mokhaosele? He's done very well there, Mokhaosele Sarona. And he should be quite happy. It is Sarona Mokhaosele of Joining Athletics Club. Can see the daylight between him and the Shades and Pack, really.
Quite struggling with the form when starting, if I may comment. But it's something that the coaches are hopefully working on and improving thereby the JAC.
And so we go to heat number 6? It will be this man, Bokang Isang, and he's with Tiamo Khosimore. There he is, Khosimore of the Central Athletics Club. There he is. Khosimore is a duo for this particular race, really. Often very difficult when there are fewer athletes, really. It's very difficult to try and get a good time. There are other factors that also contribute to doing your personal best. And one of which should be that often there will be more runners, really, to try and push you to the limit. In this particular instance, just these two runners, Khosimore as well as Bokang Isang. You can clearly see there the two athletes, and you can see Isang there clearly win this one. And I'm not too sure about the time there.
Still waiting.
We will await the official let's have a look at the run there, the two gentlemen there. You can clearly see he glances towards him to see how far off he is, and then off he goes, really. realizing that this is his to lose this race.
Very intentional.
And now we go to under 20 men, upgrading a little bit now, are we?
Definitely going into the 100-meter under 20 men heat 1, which is also part of the preparatory race for the upcoming world champions for the juniors.
We are beginning to see that a lot of these athletes who are missing in some of these heats would be runners from mostly from the junior schools, really, to try and show you that the athletes are there, but there are issues there with when and how they are able to do their practices and all these other things. That the desire is there, and often some of them are not able to report here, but they would have been there initially to express their interest, and clearly one hopes that somehow these issues are resolved and we can get back to how things were when schools were running.
Very true.
And BWA were able to, tap and monitor some of these athletes. Heat number 1 of 100 meters under 20 men. We have 7 of the best here, and only one here is missing. And who's here, Patrina? Who's here on the pitch?
We have Alfan Josie from Khanti and Abale Boifang from Lions Den Athletics Club, Advocate Surumola from MAHI, and as well as Atla Moloko from Pacemakers Athletics Development, and also Benson Ramoseta from Nate Athletics Club, with his teammate Buffalo Reme and Bono Ezekiel from Tati Athletics Club.
Here they are, the young men under 20, 100 meters heat number 1. We have 4 of the hits for this 5 rather of the hits. Is it 6? It's jam-packed. So many of them, really. We have got 8 hits. My goodness me, 8 hits for this category for under 20 men for 100 meters, really. We are trying to have you best of the best. As we told you, Alfan Jose of Hansi, he's in the house. He was here in the previous series. We have got Abale Boifang. You do have Advocate Serumula. And you have Atla Moloko. And there's Benson Ramosetlo. There's Buffalo Koreme and Bono Ezekiel completing the lineup, really, as we await the officials. And I'm thinking it is at the finishing point where they seem not to be ready. Otherwise, we are good to go here. So much to impress. We talked about the time that was posted by Letsile, Tebogo, and the 100 meters there, 9.86 seconds in August 4, 2024 at the Olympic Games in Paris, France. And of course, remember, the title for women is held by one Lungo Matlaku in February 2021 at the Sports View meet in Gaborone. She's part of the series here, and we'll be hoping to emulate that form and get closest to that time. So here we go. Heat number 1. Jose, look forward to him on lane number 1. Look forward to the Nate are also making quite a statement in these in this meet. There's Benson and Buffalo and Bono Ezekiel. Here we go. And it looks like it is the man from Lions Den. Who takes it? Is it Abale Boifang? Looks like it is Abale Boifan there on lane 2. Runner number 310. And with an official time of have a look at them and how they started, Patina. Can see just how quickly he eliminates Njose there. But I thought there would be a fight between him and but slightly coming behind is
The smartest way to
Advocate.
open the season for Abale.
You can see them from here. That's actual winner. Pero ahora mata carne buena
No, I will give them feedback about it.
Yes.
I get the sharp on the on.
Maybe later.
So I wanted to know if at all we can use your Google and your Firefox to open the World Athletics links.
No problem. You can just go ahead.
Hit number 2 of many by the athletes here. It's a full lineup. Oh, it was a full lineup. Who do we have here?
Laning up for Heat 2 on lane 1.
Let's try and zoom in onto the athletes here.
Christopher Chimbule from Nanohang and Shemia Agon from Uganda, a special one, and given Lebo Matsonge from JAC, Henry Sefo, Joshua Gebopezu, and Junior Mitchell are lining up for the Heat 200 meter under 20.
Dominic Lefela in the house, and scheduled to be here was the athlete from Nanohang. It does look like they have not made it to here, but the man from Uganda was having some showbiz last time. There he is trying to get it, and this time around very, very, very close for him, but he snatches at this one. Shemia Ogon on dreads, there he is. He was part of the previous series, and even today he's still there, but closing up on him are the Shemia Ogon from Uganda. Have a look. You'd have set them the powerful stride there on lane 1 really, but falling far behind. I would have thought that he was slightly ahead at this particular point in time, but look at how powering the Ugandan is able to strong at the finish end there.
So far, he's enjoying the season, I might say, because you mentioned that he was in the Serie 1. He was also at the JAC Track and Field Challenge last weekend, and he's cruising nicely here on the Serie 2 as well. So it's a quite good season for him, one may say.
He's a man who probably is having an eye on the World Athletics to say, can I just make a surprise entry here? And just be part of the whole world when everything comes to a standstill and Botswana welcomes everyone. Now, let's turn our attention to this heat. It looks very, very interesting. Heat number 3, is it? And who is here for this heat?
Heat number 3 of the 100 meter under 20 men, Junior Gabon Khope from JAC, Karo Tlale from Lions Den, Katlego Marape from MAHI, Katlo Maila, Khosi Brian Palala, and Khosi Motadile from Ramozwa, Khosi Ntwana from Kalahadi Athletics Club.
There they are. Attention on the man there on lane number 2. Is it lane number 1? Junior Parisuram Gabon Khope of Joining Athletics Club. There he is going up and down, gearing up for this particular event. He's
You can see by the confidence
Get up.
that he had had national team representation appearances quite some time.
So, who can make an upset here? You can see the man on lane 8 there, Khoisin Twana, looking to the heavens and performing a small rosary there ahead of this race. Here we go, lane hit number 3 of under 20 men. Off we go. A very good start by some of the athletes, really. But I can tell you for free, he did not have a good start there on lane number 1. But what a comeback for him, really, to win this one. Did very, very, very well. 11.15 for him. Junior Parasuram. Look out for that name, Junior Parasuram. Habong Khope. He's done really very well. The young man there did not quite have a good start. Have a look at that. The first 10 meters there really were not very good for him, really. But he powered himself back onto the race, really. You can see slightly slower. The guys here were slightly quicker than him. But look at how he's able to recover and be able to take charge of this one. Parusaram. Daylight between him and the Chase and Pack. Good run by the youngster there.
Beautiful stride indeed from Parusuram. It's one of the athletes, one of the promising athletes that we hope to see their names on the upcoming World Championships Youth.
And so stars are born, and we are glad that you are part of it. Alongside Mascom, your number 1, because of you at home. There's also Clover in the house with their beautiful products. And of course, there's Boffinet, there's Star Management on this Valentine's Day.
All right.
Gifts, flowers, courtesy of Star Management. And 5 of the best here for lane 1. Lane heat number 4. And I can tell you there will be Ludik Piri to look forward to of Orapa Athletics Club. And off he goes, Ludik. Can he make a statement here? And it does look like he was snatched. Ludik Piri. There he is. Ludik Piri did very well to hold off any challenge that was there.
True, very true. You could tell from the starting blocks, he headed with him, cruising nicely to the finish line.
You can look at the athlete there, the second lane there. He was a bit more worried. He kept glancing this side and the other side, really, and not really entirely focusing on his particular race. You could see, spend a little bit of more time really trying to look at other athletes to see, and I'm sure something to work on by his coaches to try and improve on that, and then probably get a few more seconds, chalk them off really from here. Remember, these are young athletes who are learning their trade here, and there will be lessons to learn, things to pick up on their races, and see what to do. So we go to hit number 5. Are we?
Hit number 5.
Yeah, on hit number 5, and you've got quite a few of them, and
100 meters.
Poloko Leboro of PDF is in the house.
100 meters,
And we do have Muinalua Ugunde of Francistown Athletics Club. He's in the house. And then you have Newton Alfred of Tati. And then you have Nixon Orapeling of, is it Matseche Hill? And then there's Omatla Maipoko of Orapa. And there's Oreboni Mokhotsi as well as Oscar Scotch. Ludic Piri ran in the other previous heat. So
Matsekgehilo Orapa AC Central Athletics Club and also Center of Excellency were represented in this heat. Quite interesting one to see the schools, the Center of Excellency, Good Hope, being able to send in their teams in the absence of school sports.
let's see how they will fare here. Poloko of BDF will be running on lane 1. And you can look forward to this man in your picture there. Is it Newton Alfred of Tati? And closest to him, is it Nixon or Appeling? Hoping to make a mark this afternoon, really. Here they are. Men under 20 heat number 5. Remember, series 2 of 4. So much more to look forward to as Botswana prepares to welcome the world. You can be part of that by purchasing a ticket to welcome the world and see creme de la creme of the world's finest stars. They'll be here in Botswana for the very first time, really, at such a level of running. These are the days of our lives indeed. And ready we are.
That's heat 5. Oscar Scotch. Could he be the brother for the Lungo Scotch?
Another Scotch, really. Related or not, he will always be attached to that. But this young man, you talked about him, Scotch. Is he just about to introduce him to the world? But I'm not too sure whether he had a good finish towards the end there. But he had a good start, really, Scotch. Another of the Scotch to look forward to. And he would put his hands to his head. I don't know if he's not quite happy with how he finished. But what a start he had. He had a very good start, really. Is this Orebone Mokhotsi? That was Orebone Mokhotsi there in your picture. But next to him, Scotch there. But have a look at Orebone Mokhotsi there. Wow. Is he able to hold on, because there are challenges there towards the end there, really. He's done enough. He's done enough. He's done enough.
A deep was a necessity for the first 3 for the line, for the Poloko, Moinalwa and Newton Alfred. You could tell that it did work for them in a way.
Does look like it's Orebone Mokhotsi who would have taken this one, as we turn our attention now to heat number 6 of 8. Can we go and see who's there? There's Raymond Ramolamo. There's also there he is. It's who? Roy Di Tapelo. There, with his back towards the camera, as he fully focuses on the race. And there's Romeo Liburu as well. And there's this man here, Sami Sohaneso. Is he from Madinare?
He's from Madinare.
And closest to the Tapelo, there will also be Godwin Habanahai. And Raymond Ramolamo. Is it Resegole Rotodi there? Resegole Rotodi is there. And then there's Raymond Ramolamo is there. And then Godwin is missing. Then we turn our attentions to Romeo Leburu. And then Ditapelo as well as Tsohaneso. So there will be no lane 6. There will be no lane 4. Here we go. Lane number 6. For 100 meters men under 20. And I don't know whether they've got the lanes slightly mixed up or what. Trying to rearrange them. And he would now have to readjust his starting blocks. Rearranging his starting blocks easy. Resejo Lerotodi of Resejo Lerotodi rather of Central Athletics Club. Readjusting. Gear up is easy. Raymond Ramolamo of Orapa closest to him, as well as Romeo Leburu. Readjusting for Romeo Leburu there. He has now to readjust the starting blocks because they've been moved around really, the lanes there. So that's Romeo Leburu in your picture there, trying to set up the starting blocks because he had to move from the other lane onto this one. Leburu of Morocco Athletics Club. We are now good to go. It's been a hot day here, but clearly, slowly, rain clouds gather. I'm sure the spectators would welcome that. I'm not too sure about the athletes, but I can tell you for free that the spectators that you can see in a picture, they would welcome the clouds really, so that for once they can put away the umbrella. And once more, we are not able to get started here. And the officials will look to the athletes and say something here. And this time around, is it a warning to the Tapelo Roy? The young man from, is it Morocco track and field? And so Maun track and field rather. And so they will start the race, heat number 6 of 8. Off they go. It is that man on the outer lane and the man in the inner lane. Lerotodi versus Tsohanetso. And Lerotodi picks this one. He wins this one, Lerotodi. Here he is, Lerotodi. Resejo, he's done very well. And you will get a congratulatory handshake from the man who would have given him a run for his money, Same Tsohanetso of Madinare. Have a look at that. The outer lanes, the inner lane and the outer lane. Have a look at them on this particular race. Started very well, did he?
He did start very well, Sami Tsohanetso, but it was quite a big gap for Resegole Rotodi. Central Athletics Club, quite well represented, I must say.
And so that's how it ends. And we go to heat number 7, is it? Of 8. So we have just 2 more rounds to go for this 100-meter races. We go to the penultimate one, heat number 7, and there are only 2 runners there, so we can zoom into them and see who is here. And it is Stephen Nzwaligwa of BDF, and Nzwaligwa will be running with this man in your picture here, and Nzwaligwa and Semakaleng Kisolo Fetsi of Morocco Athletics Club, and Nzwaligwa of BDF. So there's the third one as well on the outer lane there, who was out of our picture there. And off we go. Who will take this one? Does look like it's an easy win for Kisolo Fetsi. And the other athlete was Matsapang Nkelakang of Siwa. Great win really for Kisolo Fetsi there.
Yeah, it was a great start for Semakaleng Kisolofeta from Morocco Athletics Club with quite some improvements to make, I would say, on the running format, body positioning, and so much room for improvement, I must say.
He recovers well, the winner there, but you could see as if he's always struggling,
Could it be
almost
because
as
of
if
the
leaning
outfit?
backwards.
Could it be because of the gear?
I think so. Probably something to look at. There's always something to learn, and the good thing about televised events is that it's footage for you to go, request, look at, and try and work on that really with the coaches to see what works, what doesn't work for you really. So maybe the athletes would have to thank the BAA for the televised event, so they are able to have something really to fall back to try and look at. But our attention comes to this group.
Definitely.
This is the last of the day for 100 meters. Who's here?
On the last heat for the 100 meters, we see the likes of Washa Matakule from Lions Den, and Timiso Nkau from FAC, Tseponyalazi CAC, Tumelo Prince Kolobe from MORA, and Tumisang Moyombana from UBAC.
And off we go. What a start, really. Huge statement, really, for the man who has won this particular race, really. What a start he had, really. Flying Waja Matakule from the Lions Den, really, from start to finish.
It's a 10.
Wow, they've done their homework at Lions Den, really. Started so well, finished so well, was always in charge of this particular race, it must be said. Have a look at that, really, from the beginning. Waja Matakule from Lions Den. Have a look at how he finishes very strongly. There was a pretender on lane number 2 there from Tseponyalazi. But what a finish. What a finish by him.
A 10-8 for Washa Matakule. Could it be that he made his way on the top 10 or the provisional list for the World Athletics Relay?
And now it does look like we will have senior men. We will have senior men. And here they are, senior men. We will have scheduled to have several heats as well for senior men. Now I can tell you that we have about My goodness me. We have got what? 14 hits for senior men, 13 hits for 14 rather hits for senior men. That's quite plenty. This is where we look forward to perhaps new names to talk about, those that were once dangerous and those that are trying to take over. Now, let's turn our attention to heat number 1. They are scheduled here, Patrina, to have Moketsi Luzani of New Era. We've seen how Lions then have been performing. So obviously, Ufilo Rampadi, one of those to look forward to in this particular race. Of course, BDF are always in the mix. So we can look forward to that really in this particular hit.
And definitely, we have the likes of Sorowe Athletics Club also in the building. And it's a new season, Manelo. We're truly looking forward to see what athletes bring, new athletes and athletes who've been in the game for quite some time on what they're bringing this season. And also in preparation for other major international events that are upcoming. And of course, lining up for Heat 1 of the 100-meter senior men.
And so it does look like they are being called back to the call room, and again they are now sent back again. So too many of them really at the starting point there. I was wondering why they've got such a huge group at the starting block there really. So there was no need really to have so much crowd at that particular point in time really. And now I can give you the official results for 100 meter senior women. Is it Amanda Mokobi, Amushilani Muzila, as well as Anele Musimane Hape and Natasha Shangu Ezaya. Those should be in that particular order and in that particular ranking. And let's turn our attention now to this group of heat number 1 of senior men and see who's here and who's not here. There's Mumpulu Kitaka. We've seen Mumpulu Kitaka is in the house as well. We've also noticed as we zoom in that there's also
Moketsi Luzani is also in the building from New Era College.
those men in a picture will be hoping to make a statement as well.
Alongside Offense Sebolai.
These are interesting times indeed. Botswana's finest athletes really under one roof. There's Moabike Aise of New Era. He will be hoping to impress. There's also Tabiso Sekhupi. That man of BDF, picture there. Will be hoping to impress as well. Is it Mumpulu Kitaka?
Mumpulu Kitaka.
He'll be hoping to impress as well. For a very long time, clubs such as BDF have been the bread and butter of athletics in Botswana, really. But there are so many of our clubs that are mushrooming and taking over, really. And now the athletes are recalled back to the call room. I don't know what the issue could be, but the athletes, after all that home up and everything else, they are called back to the call room.
Yeah, maybe you could just go through the results for the heats that just
Oh yes. Let's try and look at the past results, official results that we were given here. We go back slightly and try and look at the is it under 18 women?
Yeah, for under 18 women, Mosa at the top with the timing of 13:16, followed by Angel Tafalo second position with 13:3, and Kataro Ngau from Khanzi with a 14:01. That's the top three for the 100 meter under 18 women. And on to the onto the 100 meter under 20 women. On first position, Gesero Masukwane from LDAC Lionston Athletics Club with 12.93, and second position Abaling Komukumo from JAC with 14.28, and third place being Kaone Konyana from Central Athletics Club with 14.69. And on to the 100 meter senior women, senior. We have at the first place here, I think they made quite a mistake here because I don't see Lesi Buzani. But here we have Amanda Bukobi with a timing of 13.06, followed by Amushilani Muzila from UBAC with 13.74, and on third being Anele Musimane Khape with 14.21. Seems to be incomplete because I remember we had the likes of Nancy Buzane, we had Lungo Matlagu, and we have Kumo Khawanakala. Seems to be a mixed up of results, but yeah, the top athletes on the senior category for women, Nizibu Zadi had a good timing, a faster timing rather, of 11.90, followed by Lungo Matlagu with a wonderful timing of a sub-12.
And in the meantime, javelin is ongoing on the field there by some of the athletes there, and as well as long jump on the far end of the pitch. Long jump is also ongoing as we begin to have the sun keeps coming and disappearing, the clouds keep gathering and then disappearing. It's been that sort of a day here for also wherever you are. We're coming live to you here at the city of Francistown, the city of all things precious, really. It's the getaway to the belly of Africa. En route to Bulawayo, you will have to pass through here. En route to Livingstone, Zambia, you'll have to pass through here. If you want to go to the wetlands of Botswana, the Okavango, you will have to pass through Francistown. Town very well known. Some of the areas you may know here would be the Philip Matante, the PG Matante Airport, just close by here. Of course, there are several other areas known here. And if you are somebody who likes nightlife, plenty of it in Francistown, really. Several nightlife and drinking holes in the city that you can amuse yourself to in Francistown. Several other areas, of course, where people go to wind down and have a nice time, really. There was once a very well-known popular club called Mopani, some way back in the days. So much to give you the city of Francistown is. And there's a popular spot here in Francistown called Area L. I'm sure wherever you are listening, you know of the area. I'll be very proud of the area there. My goodness me. If you were to go around that area, you would struggle to make your way through. Hopefully you can come and make your way down here. As you can see, the spectators having a good time here. We are here the whole day, so you can look forward to Botswana's favorite races, the 800 meters and the 400 meters, still to come, as well as 200 meters. Here are some of the people who are here having a nice time, really. Some are sending messages home, courtesy of the sponsors today, Bofinet. So they are on another mode of communication here, trying to send messages to friends to say, come and enjoy a good time. Families, they've come in all kind of sizes, young and old, they are here, big and small. They've come to enjoy athletics this afternoon, really. And once more, I can tell you, an opportunity for our small-scale entrepreneurs to be selling water, ice cream, anything to sell, anything for a snack, really, on this Valentine's Day. So there's a smaller yana pie for every man out there on the streets when athletes converge like this, for the small-scale business people to try and make a living as well. So whatever it is that you are looking for, you can find it here this afternoon, that we can tell you for free. And so in the meantime, we are busy with javelin, we are busy with long jump, and so much to look forward to in today's events. I can tell you, courtesy to those that have been able to sponsor today's events. In the house there is Mascom, number one because of you, Botswana's number one communications network. And we do have Star Management on this beautiful Valentine's Day, giving out flowers, showing love, showing way, Star Management. And we've talked about Clover. They are in the house as well, with beautiful products. If you want to cool yourself on this hot day, they do have beautiful range of juice to cool your drink, to cool your thirst. And there is Bofinet. It's in the house to make your communication much more easier. So they are coming up here. This is the javelin that's going on, rather the long jump that's going on the other side there. Men and women are knocking on the door, Patrina, knocking on the door really to try and say, I want to be part of the whole world when it comes here. And there's a provincial squad, and when it's say provisional, we mean you have a chance to be in, or you could still go out. This is just something for the selectors to look at and say, hey, have a look at me, or hey, get me out of here. But perhaps before I get Patrina's thoughts, here we are, Patrina, the just ended result for the men's 100 meters under 20. Your thoughts about this?
Yes, Manelo. Let's look at Alpha Josie, who was in hit one from Hansi Athletics Club. I was quite impressed by his performance, and also Shemia Agon from Uganda with 11.29, the fastest in the under 20. I must say, is the fastest, and like I said before, he's quite well, and he's ready for the season. It looks so ready for the upcoming season. And with Gift Moses from JAC, is also one of the athletes that we have to look forward to, together with Junior Michelle from Lionsden with 11.47. It's a good time for a junior. And also going up there, we had Abale Boifang winning his heat as well with 11.40, and Atamoloko from Pacemakers Athletic Development with 11.45. I would say it's a quite good time for under 20s. Remember, the season is still starting. The night is still young for most of them, and it's quite a good preparatory for the upcoming major international competition.
And for you at home there, you would know that for DNS there, it would mean that the athlete did not start the race for one reason or another. We've seen quite a lot of them. Christopher Chimbue of Nanohan Junior Secondary School, for maybe one reason or another, they are not here for Nanohan. Perhaps they would have wanted to be here. And remember, these are junior students really who are still at school. So it could be perhaps maybe one reason or another. As you know, athletics not yet back on the calendar for BISA there, but the athletes are there nonetheless, as you can see there. So in this particular instance, this one not starting, but we do have several of them really today who are here.
Definitely, Manelo. I think we should also appreciate the presence of, Matsekhe, Gansi, other clubs, other athletics clubs that are not common.
Kosimpi as well.
Kosimpi and NEC.
Okay, so here we are. As I said, the sun keeps coming out, disappearing under the clouds. It is quite a day here at Obed Itani Chilume, one of the first MPs for the area, Obed Chilume, and a native of this country, originating from Tutume. Back in the days, served as a minister in the cabinet as well. Obed Itani Chilume, may his soul rest in peace. And we are trying to line up an interview for you. As soon as we are ready for that, we shall be crossing over for that interview for you. So, on this iconic stadium in Francistown, really, one of the best in the country, really, the one and only available stadium for CAF events and other international events, it must be said. The pitch not looking so good because for the very first time in Francistown, this pitch had gone for several weeks without water, and the pitch took some form of a beating really, but it is good to see that they are trying to resuscitate. We shall be crossing over to the interview very shortly, as soon as we are ready for you for that. Stand by for that. In the meantime, we are enjoying the weather here. And I think they have lined up the administration of a BAAA to try and get the views during this time, really. So as soon as we are ready for that, we shall be crossing over to that on the ground. And I'll let you know of that. But however, these people who are here, I'm sure most of them are sending messages really to say we are here. See what we can do here. So much to look forward to. So as soon as we are ready, I will let you know.
Making their way to the starting.
Yeah, the 400-meter guys are back. So let's see exactly what we can do here. We are trying to get that interview for you. As soon as we are ready, we'll get to that. But however, in the meantime, the 100-meter for senior men is almost back. Let's turn our attention now to the 100-meter. So the boys are ready. As we told you, is heat number 1. We had told you about these guys who are lining up here to start off for senior men. Sekopi, Sebolai, Ditlogolo, and off we go. Senior men. And it will need a photo finish, I tell you. But often very difficult. 10.71 is the time. And it will be Tabiso, followed by so as we round off that, let's turn our attention now very quickly to the interview, and we've got the president to get his views very quickly.
Okay, gompieno re ha mo Francistown mo Obed Itani Chilume Stadium mo le gore mo series 2 e le gore back ne le ngwanefa e le gore the athletes are trying to qualify for the world relays which are coming on the 2nd and 3rd of May, and we are hoping that some of these athletes will make the team to represent Botswana. A week after the world race, which is in May, we will be sending a team to Ghana for the World Africa Senior Championships, and we expect athletes to qualify for such events. And we also have competitions such as the World Under 20, which will be in USA, and we are hoping that a lot of our athletes will qualify from this competition. But I think who's here, the top athletes are on. We have Letsile Tebogo is coming. Amongst them, we have CP, our 400-meter world champion. We have amongst them Maya Pondori. We have Lee Bidding of Scotch, 120 Pesela. So people should just come here and be part of the of today's proceedings. Whoever comes here, and then but as of now, I want to pay you qualify this competition. But we are hoping that with more competitions, even today, we are hoping that some they can still qualify. Remember, they haven't yet competed today, but we're hoping that today, as they will be competing, they will give us a very beautiful piece of display during the course of the day. So, we should come and be part of today's proceedings.
That was the president, but now we turn our attention now to this particular hit number 2. That was the president for BAA. Now we turn our attention here. 7 of the best, and it's Ronald Rich. It's Thabo Motseko Umpeme. It's a fly. Will he fly away? There's Mutusi Wicharelo Kutlo Ratile, and there's a problem already. And it does look like I'm trying to look at the man on lane 1. He's limping. And could there be trouble for him? He's limping really. Here. My apologies to him. Some discomfort there. We're running with them. There he is. It is how he is. My apologies. And I wouldn't know why he would have to run, but the rest of the others there, it will be good for him though. To look at the time, and it's is it Ronald Rich? It's a red card to the BDF man. It's Thabo Motseko. And the man from Ramos, the Ronald Rich, was still around. Thabo Motseko will be very disappointed.
It's a very unfortunate moment.
And I wanted to highlight to the runner that he's not using starting blocks, and perhaps maybe, although he's running with the others, I think he's practicing for something else, not particularly. He would be trying to get something from these runners here. So take note that he will not be timed. I think he's just trying to get some practice with the runners here. Here we go. And he's done very well, though. The man from Ramos. So the, and, we'll look at the clock there to have a look and how they started. 10.67 would be our time. And who's taken? Is it him? He takes it. Is it Mutusi Bicharello?
Mutarolo Mutusi from Maun Track and Field with a lead time of 10:67. Quite slow compared to the timing that we have in the World Athletics Relay Provisional Team list.
And Ronald Rich, really, they're trying to work on his time, really. Remember, they've got their own Special Olympics on the other side. They're probably trying to use this type of an event, really, to try and work on his speed, on his finishing. And I thought he did very well there alongside these runners, really, this afternoon. So we turn our attention now to heat number, is it 2 or 3? Heat number 3. And we have 6 of the best there, of our athletes there. There are 2 athletes who are missing, Tuto Blessing Mutome, as well as Gaborone Kholagano, not in the house. But you do have 2 more Itumeleng of joining Athletics Club. There's Karipiriki Kakero of Bound Track and Field. And there's also Patlo Seretse of UB, Waja Mabika, Leonard Sudimedi as well is in the house. And is there Oscar? You would do well from the man from Ghana there. Oscar who?
Oscar Ngwashiti.
Ngwashiti. Oscar Ngwashiti from Ghana there. Trying to see if he can cause an upset. So here we go. It's a full lineup. Let's see, with only 2 athletes missing here. And let's recap. Here he is. Is it Karipiriki Kakero on lane 4? Next to him is Patlo Seretse. Then there's Waja. Then there's Leonard Sudimedi. Then there's Oscar Ngwashiti from Ghana on lane 8. Khansi Senior School, my apologies there. The man there is Oscar Ngwashiti from Khansi, and there's a problem again. Once more, there comes that dreaded time there. Who will be at fault? Is it the machine? Is it the athletes? Dreaded time. You have to pray and think it's the athletes. Have a look. Who could be at fault here? Who was at fault? Who was at fault?
I'm looking at Oscar Ngwashiti. And
they'll go to the machine to know who it is. And could it be? Previously, they had problems. The Khansi club, they had issues previously. Could Oscar Ngwashiti be the victim here?
because they seem to be a bit hesitant after.
Here we go. Trouble for somebody. Does look like it's Oscar from Hansi. It is him indeed. He puts his hands to the head. you don't want to see this with athletes because they would have prepared so much. Really, was looking forward to this race.
It's indeed.
However, it is part and parcel of these things. Really,
It's so unfortunate for the Hera Romain Ngwashiti Oscar.
very unfortunate. They had these issues previously in the previous series, Khansi, and I'm glad they seem to have worked on that really. Although it has happened this time, but it's coming. It's very rare. It was very prevalent last series, and now it does look like it will be the man they call Patlo Seretse of UB. Could it be him, Seretse, with a time of 10.85? The UB man looks like it's him.
Paco Seretse of UBAC with a lead time of 10.85.
Let's look at the slow-mo to tell us exactly who would have taken it, but it does look like it's the UB man really. Started very well. You can clearly see he was a bit held more by the fact that he was running closest to Kariperike there. That was the man to watch in this particular race. So they were going neck and neck with him, but then it was the last 10 meters where the UB man decided then to finish very strongly. You can see it there. You know this one clearly. And now here's the star man, the man that they've been waiting for, the world leader, the man who has the record. The whole stadium roars as he goes to take his place there. I can tell you 9.86 seconds by Letsile Tebogo, August 4, 2024 at Olympic Games in Paris, France. Can we all rewind, reminisce about that time? Patrena, the spectators have been waiting for this. And these athletes are only too happy. They are blessed to share the stage with this man. Is an honor, it's a privilege, even for those watching at home, to be part of this. Let's zoom into these guys. They will go home, they will tell their family, I raced with him today. They will send messages home. And who are the lucky gentlemen to share the stage here with the big man?
Lining up with the gold Olympic medalist Letsile Tebogo, we have Kitsepile Leteane on lane 1 and Bongani Tatayone Moses, Edwin Molelekwa, and of course the man himself, Tebogo Letsile. And on the 5th lane we have Tumo Stagato Van Wyk, Tabiso Gaolebale Abofelo Deni Liting, and on lane 8 Edison Udirile Pelotona from 30 Athletics Club.
Here we go. He's asking a few questions. The showman, you know, when he's in the house, never short of theatrics. Mr. Letsile Tebogo in your picture. The world champ he is. What a moment for those that have come here in this afternoon. And I told you they'll be very lucky to say we shared the stage with him. Ketsepile Leteane on lane number 1. Bongani Tatayone Moses on lane number 2. Edwin Molelekwa, lane number 3. And the man himself, Letsile Tebogo. And of course, there's 2 more. Segato Van Wyk, he's in the house. There's Tabiso Gaolebale of UB, he's in the house. Abofelo Deni Liting, IDM. There's Edson Udirile Pelotona of 30. They will tell you this man is the world best runner. We were there with him, on the track with him. You know, where people have conversation and said, that man, I ran with him. I ran with him. So let's bring it on. They will be trying to cause an upset here. It's always the case with athletes, really, as they help the star men there to work on it. They idolize him, really. He gives them hope. He is a fresh air, really. that has blown across athletics in Botswana. Letsile Tebogo. This young man, I met him when he was at G West, when he was a junior secondary school student, as well as when he was at GSS there. So I saw him grow as an athlete, and I'm sure even those that are still young here, those that are watching at home, are lucky to see the stars being born. And I can tell you, as soon as this race is about to start, the sun disappears. Everybody can enjoy this race now. We can't wait to see how it starts really. Our attention will be on that clock at the end there to see just how much he's going to clock.
Definitely, Manelo. It's a season opener for him, remember? And as the national treasurer, we are really looking forward to see what he has for us this season. One of the most trusted men on our provisional list for the World Athletics Relay team.
Series 2 of BAA, 2 of 4, heat number 4, senior men, 100 meters. It doesn't get any better than this. Letiani, Moses, Molelekwa, Tebogo, Van Veek, Gaulebale, Letsile, Pelotona. And here we go. Off we go. Have a look at him, Tebogo. Taking it very easy, really. How about that for a finish, really? We look at that particular point in time, 10.36. He takes a glance at the time, 10.35 for the champion. His first in the season, really. Just going through the stuff, Katrina.
A season opener of 10.35 for the man himself, Letsile Tebogo. It's quite promising, I would say. Remember, we're still not at peak, and we are looking forward, or we are looking into the athlete progressing as the season starts. So it's a good one for him.
The little girls overall really overwhelmed really in giving the star there. The rows, have a look at this as you go for the slow-mo. How about this really for Letsile Tebogo? Have a look at that. His head is down. Now he begins to pick it up. He begins to go everything that you look for as a teaching aid for this particular sprint race. Look at how he finishes there, really. Beautiful. Beautiful to watch, really, I must tell you that. And there was that moment when the little girls were giving him the flowers. They were overwhelmed, really. Quite pleased to have met the stars. What a race. What a race we've just had there.
Talking about his style of running, his format, I think, as you said earlier before, that these footages could be of good use, more especially the Letsile Tebogo footage. The coaches, the athletes, and can use it, to benchmark his form from the starting blocks up to the finishing end. It's something that we have to look into as an athlete, as a coach, when producing a better and an elite athlete.
So we are done and dusted with that for the big man himself, the showman, so to speak, Mr. Letsile Tebogo, the champ. And we turn our attentions now to heat number 5. And we have quite a number of them here.
On lining up for heat number 5, 100 meter senior men, we have Barulaganye Kelaotse from Serie Athletics Club on lane 1, Theo Pinemang from Ramotswa, Nlizo Nkone from IDM, Olorato Oraufi Richard from Tlhaloganyo JSS, and Emmanuel Moraganyane from Khanzi AC, Dito Senata from Khanzi, Tabang Charles Mongatipa from JAC, and Kutlano Monti from Ramotswa Athletics Club. Those are the men lining up for the heat 5 of the 100 meter senior category right here on the BAA Series 2.
5 of the best, and here they are. There he is, runner number here he is, the runner number 116, Nlizo Nkoni. And then you also have Emmanuel Mohakanyane of Khanzi Ditso Senatla of Khansi as well, and Taban Charles Mongatipa of Joining Athletics Club, and Kutlano Monti of Ramotswa. We had issues with Khansi and their starting blocks. They seem to have taken care of that, but it is that man off the blocks, Taban Charles Mongatipa, who was first off the blocks. There he is, of Joining Athletics Club, Mongatipa, and posting a term of 10.85, and there he is. So a familiar name to look forward to, perhaps now and in the future, the young man.
Tabang Charles Mungatipa from JAC. Yeah, it's a season opener for him, season opener for many, and we are looking forward into him seeing if at all he can find his way to the top 10 provisional list for the World Athletics Relay. And there he goes onto the finish line, cruising nicely.
A very strong finish for the young lad there, winning that hit, which was hit number 5. And now we turn our attention to hit number 6. It's a full lineup for this particular hit. It will be pleasing to see that.
Lining up for this hit, 6 of the senior category 100-meter men. Lane 1, we have Lore Losho. Lane 2, Botle Khawalate. Lane 3, Mandla Lisheta. Lane 4, Jack Udirile. Lane 5, Edwin Thompson. Lane 6, Moses Wamaselo. Lane 7, Watemo Sidiro. On lane 8, we have Tebogo Wahile, quite representation from Sports View, Tati AC, Khanzi, Francistown AC, Central Athletics Club, joining Technical College. It's quite amazing, a good representation from the clubs, and we're looking forward if at all any of these athletes will run qualifying time to make their way into the provisional team list for the World Athletics Relay.
Full list for this heat. They'll be hoping to make an impression. Let's try and zoom in if we can, shall we? On to our athletes here as they begin this race. It is Lore Losho, Botle Khawalatle, Mandla Leshetla of Hansi, Jack Udirile, as well as Edwin Thompson, Moses Wa Marcelo, Watemo Sidiro, Tebogo Wahile of Francistown Athletics Club for hit number 6. Senior men, 100 meters. And we have a problem. We have a problem.
I didn't see that one coming.
And is it Jack Udirile who is in trouble here? We will see who is the man in trouble here. You look at the athletes, you begin to think that Jack Udirile in lane 4 there, slightly the worried of the athletes as he awaits his fate, or all the athletes await their fate to see who is at fault for the start. So, the use of the machine and what card is coming out there. It's a warning rather to, is it all the athletes? Does look at all the athletes. Speaking to, it looks like he's looking at 269. Botle Khawalatle. It does look as Botle would get a warning, but he keeps looking at all the other athletes. So here we go. And we are off again. So hit 6 for senior men 100 meters. hit 6 of 8. Is it 8 or several of them? No, there are several. Going all the way to what? Is it 12? 13. My goodness me. We are off to hit number 6. And winning it right at the end there. Right at the end there by the man on lane 2 there. Botle Khawalahle of 30. 10.75. Slightly better than the previous hit. He should be happy. This man in your picture there. Have a look. Very strongly did he finish on that last few meters. Have a look. How much ground he had to cover. Take a look at that. This is where he won his race. Right at the end there. Super strong finish. Super finish.
Powering to the end, that was Botle Khawalahle, all the way from 30 Athletics Club. It's a good one for him. And moving on to heat 7 of the 100-meter senior men category. On lane 1, we have Olifile Keditse, and that's from Olifile, that being Olifile Keditse. And on lane 2, Matong Umpile, and laning up on lane 3, Kitusegile Lapologang. Lane 5, Sean Kumaneho, and on lane 6, Regile Mokhatane, and on lane 7, Kabelo Pesi Wante, and on lane 8, Kalib Msiska.
So, we do have a full lineup to amuse you. Our hit number 7 of senior men 100 meters. You can look forward to Caleb Msiska as well as Sean Kumaneho. And the house, there's also Lapologang Kitusagile of Maun Track and Field. They'll be hoping to impress. And you can also look forward to Reachile Mokhatlane. Yeah, the Umpile Matong of Nate is in the house as well. And the Skeditse in the house. For hit number 7, senior men 100 meters. Here we go. And there's a man who is in trouble. I fear for Umpile Matong. I fear for Umpile Matong.
Let's see if we're going to have a replay.
Let's take a look.
Oh,
I fear for him.
Umpile Matong. Waiting for the verdict.
Looks like it's the man on lane 2, Umpile. We will wait for the official verdict, so to speak. Waiting for the printout. It is out. It will be easy off, easy out. He's a lucky man. Doesn't look like it's him. It's not him. He'll be very disappointed. Lapologang Kitusagile of Mount Track and Field. Have a look between him and the man on lane 2. Perhaps he removed his feet from the starting block before he could go.
It's quite a tricky one. I didn't see that one.
And now we are back again. Some will have to learn from here, probably on the attire and the most appropriate things to wear when it comes to a race like this one. But an opportunity for these athletes to make a mark and introduce themselves onto the stage, really. Off we go. And who will take this one? It will be, it does look like, is it Sean? Could be Sean, I'm not too sure there. We'll await the official results. 11.31 is the official time here. And we'll wait to see who got it. It was there.
Matong from NHAC went home with
Have a look.
that one.
Let's see who steals this one. You can see just how good he's running there. It would have been between him and the other runner, but he finishes very strongly. Photo finish, so to speak, really, must be said. So and so we move on to lane to hit number 8. Athletes, and it does look like it's only 4 of them. It's not a full house for this hit. My hit that was scheduled to have 8, rather 7 runners. Some of them are not here, some of them missing. We'll try and tell you who is in and who's missing. So, hit 8 of what, 12? Let's try and zoom in and see who's in, because some are missing here. There's on the firstly the Michael Khope is in the house on Michael Khope on lane number 3, and then there's Atan Ramorwa and Shlomani Shabali, as well as Ata Mahashula. Those will be the athletes who are here. Here they got your athletes for hit number 8.
Ata Magashula from Sports View, well represented.
4 of the best. Michael Khope and immediately is it Shlomani Chabale snatching this one. 10.96. 10.96. Have a look. That's how he's able to win this one. There he is.
Shomani Chabale from 30 Athletics Club. And lining up for heat 9 of 12, still on the 100-meter senior men. And on lane 3, we see the presence of Chimuwunde Ntutana from Morocco Athletics Club. We also see the presence of Bonang Namuhang from JAC and Itumelen Thomas from Lions Den Athletics Club, as well as Tapelo Monaiwa from Lions Den Athletics Club.
Leg 8, we have Tapelo. Continue, Mr. Tapelo.
Athletes we have to look forward for. He had a quite interesting season last year, and Tapelo Monaiwa from Lions Den. So we are out to see what he brings for us on the 2026 season.
So we go to heat number 9 of the day. So many people to look forward to, but it is this man, 328, Tapelo Monaiwa of the Lions Den. They have been doing so well this morning. Can he live up to the expectation? Here he is. He is the showman, trying to tell the whole world that here I come, but he's up against it. We do have there Itumelen Thomas, Chimuwunde Ntutana, somebody else to look forward to as well there, as well as Namohang to look forward to, but it is the showman, Tapelo Monaiwa. He is having a serious challenge on the other side, that side. I don't know, Ntutana, somebody to look forward to. Here he is. What a race. He also had Chimuwunde. 10.5. He could stay here on the clock to see who might have gotten it.
That's the recap. A good start for Chimuwunde Ntutana, and Tapelo Monaiwa went away with that one all the way from Lions Den Athletics Club. Moving on to heat 10 of 12, still on the 100-meter senior category. On lane 2, we have Hosaitsi Olebetse. And on lane 3, we have Wedu Kobang from Jwaneng Technical College. And we also see the presence of Pemo Hotebe Madande from Orapa Athletics Club, alongside Phineas Mpetolang, also from Jwaneng Technical College. Those are the athletes lining up for the 100-meter heat 10 of 12 right here on the BAA Series 2 2026. Preparatory event for upcoming major international competitions. There's a lot to look forward for.
So we go to, as Patrina says, on heat number 10. It's been a series of so many of our athletes this afternoon, really, that we need to look forward to this particular afternoon. So we go to heat number 10. Now, here we go. There is a Hosaitse Olebetse, as we see some of the people who are here this afternoon to come and enjoy. We turn our attentions, but here we go. Who will win this one? It does look like Mpetolang might try and get this one, but however, it is that man on the inner lane there. Is it Wedu? There he is with a limp right at the end. 10.81 is the guy who is going to try and get that one. Is it
And that's the recap. See how the men went off the blocks. Quite a hard start for Olebetse Hosaiti. Finishing with a lead of 10-7-1. All right, moving on to heat 11 of 12, still on the 100-meter senior men. Lining up for the heat, we see the presence of Sitenso Sibanda from Mount Track and Field.
Enjoying themselves here this afternoon, are they? Under the warm sun here in Francistown. They are coming from previous weekends where it was always rainy this side, so they can welcome the sunshine for a bit of change and can also welcome the stars this afternoon, as you are rightly putting out here under the umbrella. And of course the sun has come out, really it keeps disappearing and coming back. However, it will not deter them from coming to enjoy what seems to be the best of what Botswana can offer when it comes to athletics, really. So we come to heat number 11, is it, of the many heats that we have for senior men this afternoon. So we are looking forward to quite a day here out. So if you are still in Francistown, you can come out and play. The sun is out here. They are enjoying themselves here in the city of Francistown. The little ones, they are hoping to be the Letsile Tebogos of the future. They've enjoyed themselves really this afternoon. On show, several of the athletes you are here, the Lungo, the Trakus, the Nancys of this world, they've been starting themselves out here, but you can look forward to 400 meters, 800 meters, and of course 200 meters. These are the races to look forward to, really. To look forward to.
Very true. And on heat 11, lining up, we have Tamora Elvis from Pacemakers Athletic Development, and Sitenso Sibanda Karabo Hobotsamang is also lining up. Katlaho Yame Yezu Edwin Nwako Pono Sefafore from SOA Athletics Club.
Yeah, we've had the Sibandas in the past. Can this one also stake a claim? Say Tensolo from Mount Track and Field. As we look around to see what the issue could be. The officials here trying to come to the field to speak. Who is in trouble here? It will be a warning. He'll be very happy to get away with just that. Pono Sefafore from Suwa, the salt mining town. For a change, they can put away the umbrella. The sun has disappeared into the clouds, and they can put away the umbrella for a brief moment. And as it were, back to the race now to restart it with that warning for the sewer men. And 6 of the best. Here we go. The man from UB trying to challenge the man in the inner lane there. It's Sibanda. Here we go once more. 10.49 is the time posted by our athletes. Let's just wait a little longer to see how they are going to rank them there, really. So, but that's the time, really, just as they were, that's the man really there who's taking this one. Has done very well, really.
Sub 10
Sibanda, Seton Solo.
For Sibanda from Mount Track and Field. Quite a good time for a season starter.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to have 100 meters Siname in trial of 30.
That's the recap
This trial of 30.
of the block they went. Departing.
So they are out. They can put away the umbrella for a moment, enjoying their time really here out in the city of Francistown. They've come out in numbers really to come and enjoy this, the build up really to what is coming your way when Botswana welcomes the whole world to Gaborone really. So much to look forward to. Are we now getting to heat number, is it number 12 or 13?
Heat 12.
Heat 12.
Heat 12.
And it does have a, is it full squad? 7 of the best. So we'll see who is here very shortly. But they've come out in large numbers, young and old. They've come out to enjoy daddy, mommy, the little ones out, enjoy themselves really. Good to see, good to watch really.
Definitely. And lined up for heat 12 for the 100 meter. We have Freni Bakwali from joining Technical College, Kiulibile Kapo from Lions Den, La Rona Mayana from Mount Track and Field, Wedu Toto from joining Technical College, Abraham Vambe, again Modisa Emang, and Kene Mutukis from UBAC. Off they go.
And off we go, and there's a man flying Kene Mutukis of UB. Can he do it? But he falls slightly short of that. And that man is it Kiulibile Kapo of the Lions. Then he seems to have taken this one 10.52. So this is the time for this particular race really for that man who would have taken this. Oh really, what a time, very good time really that he would have posted. But there it is, Larona Maya, he's the one who takes this one here. So a very good race really for them, and this young man here is quite impressed.
That's how it all started.
Have a look at him there, Larona Maya on lane 4 of Mount Track and Field. And there he is. Is he wearing pink? And he glances to that and he wins this one. Look at how he says, come and get
With
me.
the lead time of an unofficial 10.51, it goes to Mount Track and Field.
Daily time in Francistown. Here they are, Larona Maya, they of course Kene Mutuku looking at that, and of course Kiulibile as well as a friend in back. So, you happy with the times you see there?
It's a beautiful build-up for upcoming competition. Remember, this isn't just started, so we are not expecting them to be at peak. So this is promising, Nelson. Looking at the timing, it shows that work is being done, and they are coached well. Because when you're a coach, you wouldn't advise an athlete to peak when the season just starting. And
so that brings everything to a conclusion for the 100-meter senior man. And is there perhaps another group to look forward to? Perhaps maybe we will see. But so that's how it is with everything here happening here. We take a quick break. We shall be back very shortly.
Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices, combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix.
Try the new Clover yogurt. Smooth and creamy, packed with calcium, zinc, 7 vitamins, plus all the protein needed to make it a real yogurt. If it says it's a yogurt, it's the real deal. Clover, made with love. What's new from Clover? Silky smooth and irresistibly creamy. Delicious Clover butter spread. All the goodness of butter. More spreadable and unbeatable value. Try it. Your family will love it. Clover, made with love. What's new from Clover? Silky smooth and irresistibly creamy. Delicious Clover butter spread. All the goodness of butter. More spreadable and unbeatable value. Try it. Your family will love it. Clover, made with love.
Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix. A delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix.
What's new from Clover? Try the new Clover yogurt. Smooth and creamy, packed with calcium, zinc, 7 vitamins, plus all the protein needed to make it a real yogurt. If it says it's a yogurt, it's the real deal. Clover, made with love.
And get back to that interview as soon as we've attended to our sound. We do have the star management in the house as well as the little girls on this Valentine's Day. Is looking red, is looking good, is looking lovely here at the Francistown Stadium. And of course, as soon as we are good to go, we'll get back to them to star management there. However, other events are going on across the field. The long jump is ongoing. On the other side, the men and women are trying to qualify, I can tell you. So everything is being taken very seriously. And as soon as we are good to go, we'll go back to our interview with star management there. They've been able to spice up things here on this Valentine's Day to show love to the athletes on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Let's try and get back to them, perhaps, maybe, if we are good to go. Can we? Shall we? Looks like we are not yet ready for that, but I can tell you a lot of the spectators here, we can look forward to beautiful races to come, 200 meters, 400 meters to come, 800 meters as well. These are the races to look forward to, really. So if you are still at home, there's plenty, there's more to come. You can still make your way down here to try to come and enjoy yourself. So we go back to the interview. And And we seem to be having glitches once more, but we'll try and get that in order. Here we go. Let's try and listen here. That's the Star Management, courtesy of Star Management. They've been taking care of the athletes with the flowers, really. We'll try and attend to the issue there. As soon as we're good to go, we can have that for you a little later. In the meantime, it is some cool breeze moving around the stadium. I'm sure it will be welcome for most of our spectators here as we try and round off things here. We are just about to turn our attention to the high jump as well as the long jump that's ongoing the other side, on the far side of the field. There are no pictures there. So it's a beautiful day on this Saturday. So wherever you are, remember we are coming live to you here from the city of Francistown. It is the city of all things precious, really. It is the Botswana Athletics Track and Field Series 2 of 4. This is the precursor to the ultimate, the one and only. The World Championships relay is coming your way as Botswana prepares to welcome the whole world, to host the whole world in Gaborone. Are you going to be part of it when the world descends on the city of Gaborone? Look at the clouds. Look at the clouds above us. Rain clouds gathering. It's beautiful here in the city of Francistown. The spectators are here enjoying themselves, are they? You can come and make your way to Obed Itani Chilume Stadium, one of the iconic, monumental places in the city of Francistown. Ghetto, they call it. Stalala, if you are ghetto-like, whatever you want to call it. Francistown. It's a city of so many things, really. And I can tell you, you can make your way. And we are trying to experience, we are experiencing some technical issues here, electrical issues here. We go for a break. We'll be back very shortly as soon as everything is back to place. Sit by, stand by. In the meantime, stick and stay with us as we attend to some of the issues here. But I can tell you, coming your way, 400 meters, 800 meters, 200 meters, something to look forward to. We are back very soon.
What's new from Clover? Try the new Clover yogurt. Smooth and creamy, packed with calcium, zinc, 7 vitamins, plus all the protein needed to make it a real yogurt. If it says it's a yogurt, it's the real deal. Clover, made with love. What's new from Clover? Try the new Clover yogurt. Smooth and creamy, packed with calcium, zinc, 7 vitamins, plus all the protein needed to make it a real yogurt. If it says it's a yogurt, it's the real deal. Clover, made with love. What's new from Clover? Try the new Clover yogurt. Smooth and creamy, packed with calcium, zinc, 7 vitamins, plus all the protein needed to make it a real yogurt. If it says it's a yogurt, it's the real deal. Clover, made with love. What's new from Clover? Try the new Clover yogurt. Smooth and creamy, packed with calcium, zinc, 7 vitamins, plus all the protein needed to make it a real yogurt. If it says it's a yogurt, it's the real deal. Clover, made with love. What's new from Clover? Try the new Clover yogurt. Smooth and creamy, packed with calcium, zinc, 7 vitamins, plus all the protein needed to make it a real yogurt. If it says it's a yogurt, it's the real deal.
Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix. Introducing new Clover Crush Nectar Mix, a delicious mix of fruit juices combined to create a unique taste sensation. Available in 5 refreshing flavors. Try new Crush Nectar Mix.